Donald Trump slams Jimmy Kimmel's late-night comeback, threatens lawsuit. The political and cultural firestorm surrounding Donald Trump's feud with Jimmy Kimmel has escalated dramatically, with the president threatening a new and potentially lucrative lawsuit against ABC for reinstating the late-night host. The conflict, which began with Kimmel's on-air comments about a recent fatal shooting, has now become a national referendum on free speech, media independence, and the limits of presidential power, a suspension and a star-studded defense. The initial news of ABC's decision to indefinitely suspend Jimmy Kimmel Live last week sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. The move came just after Kimmel's monologue, in which he had criticized what he saw as a political attempt to capitalize on the tragic death of a conservative activist. A Trump appointee and chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, had publicly suggested the agency could take action against ABC and its parent company, Disney, for the remarks. This official intervention was widely seen as a direct threat, and the network's swift response was viewed by many as a capitulation to political pressure. In the days that followed, a powerful coalition of entertainers, free speech advocates, and even some political figures rallied to Kimmel's defense. The American Civil Liberties Union, alongside hundreds of prominent celebrities, signed an open letter condemning the suspension as a dangerous precedent. They argued that silencing a comedian for his political views, no matter how controversial, was a direct assault on the First Amendment and a dark moment for American democracy. This public outcry and unified show of support appeared to have the intended effect. The comeback and the legal threat. On Tuesday, ABC announced that Kimmel would be returning to the air. The host's comeback monologue was a masterclass in defiant showmanship. He directly addressed the controversy, thanking his supporters and taking a direct shot at his political nemesis. He tried his best to cancel me, Kimmel said of Trump, but instead, he forced millions of people to watch the show. Kimmel's return episode reportedly garnered record ratings, a clear indication that the controversy had only heightened public interest. However, the celebratory mood was quickly soured by a new salvo from Trump. Taking to his social media platform, Truth Social, the president expressed his disbelief that ABC gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back. He went further, suggesting that Kimmel's show was a major illegal campaign contribution to the Democratic National Committee, DNC. Trump also made a direct and thinly veiled legal threat, referencing a previous $16 million settlement he had received from ABC News and claiming, "I think we're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do." The legal and political fallout. Trump's legal claims have been widely dismissed by legal experts. They point out that a long-standing exemption in campaign finance law protects media organizations from being considered political contributors for their on-air content, including opinion and comedy. The consensus is that any lawsuit would be unlikely to succeed in court, and that the real purpose of the threat is to intimidate and punish a media outlet that has been critical of him. This latest chapter in the Trump-Kimmel feud is not an isolated incident. It is the latest example of the president's contentious relationship with the media, which has seen him file numerous lawsuits against news organizations. In recent years, Trump has sued the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and CBS News, with some of these cases resulting in settlements. These legal battles are seen by critics as a strategy to weaponize the legal system to silence dissent and erode the credibility of the press. The events of the past week have raised serious questions about the independence of media in the face of political pressure. The initial suspension of Kimmel's show, combined with the subsequent legal threats from the White House, has created a chilling effect. The situation highlights the precarious balance between a network's commercial interests and its obligation to uphold journalistic and artistic freedom. As the nation watches to see if Trump follows through on his legal threat, the incident serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing battle for the soul of free speech in America.